Hello, everyone. Anyone? If you're new, welcome. Thank you. And if you're returning, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all returning and coming and hanging out with me a bit. So, we're here continuing on the NF official journey. This should be part 5, and it's titled Wake Up. So, I've got the official video here. All right, enough. Let's have it.
You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape, 'cause you live your life in a coma, you never awake. If you'd open your eyes, then maybe you'd see what's at stake. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. You make a lot of money and you live in a mansion and pretty much got everything that you could ever imagine. But you feel like even though you got everything in the world, you got nothing. So what you do then is you start going backwards. You run in a direction and you looking for something that isn't real. No, you know is that you just gotta have it. What you doing is sleeping and thinking that you're awakening and not. And the problem is that you don't know what you're after. So you put everything that you have into what you do, hoping that one day maybe you don't have to feel like you're empty. But as you get older, a lot of weight on your shoulders is getting heavy. Then you look back and you start to regret things. You only get one life, and every time you look into yours, you feel like everything you have is a waste. And the problem and the reason you can never feel a hole in your life is because you were never awake. You spend your life in a dream.
Wow. So he's saying we're all asleep and we need to wake up. Appropriate title for the song. And I feel like my interpretation of it is he's saying, like, many of us are chasing the wrong things. We're not focused on what's really important. And we do that for so long. But then it's like you get older and you start to realize what's important. And then it's like looking back on your life. Like, what have I been doing? He's saying you look back on your life and you don't understand it's because you've been asleep. Oh my goodness. And y'all, I can relate to this already so much because, and I mentioned this in another video, what seems like forever ago, but I was in corporate America. And it was causing me to like travel, be away a lot, but it came at such a cost. And in my heart, I knew it. But in my mind, I kept telling myself, I'm doing it for my son. I'm doing it for my family. My son would beg me not to leave, beg me not to go. And again, I would rationalize like I'm doing it for him, make money, give him a better life, give him more opportunity. That's what I told myself, doing it for him. Until one day, I was away. I was gone for an extended period of time, and his birthday was coming up, and I did not think it would be possible to travel back home for the birthday and get back in time for things that needed to be done. When I say I had to travel for work, I mean like most cases like I'm taking a plane. Oh my goodness, and it just even kills me just recounting the story, thinking about being in a place where I felt justified in that decision. And I'd expressed to my family that wasn't going to be possible to make it home. In any event, I was FaceTiming my son one night, as I often did, to say goodnight and things like that. And I'd ask him, was trying to ask him what he wanted for his birthday. And this was at an age where he was a bit older, you would expect to hear like he wanted a new video game or he wanted a new gaming console or, those types of things. And he told me that the only thing that he wanted for his birthday was for me to be there for it, to come home. And I remember hanging up. I remember, I just remember that so vividly because that was it for me. In that very instant, in that very moment, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just not doing it anymore. My priorities are fucked up right now. And I stopped. I stopped. And yeah, we've been on the struggle bus, you could say, ever since. Things have worsened a little bit more recently, but so my son might not be able to get everything he desires for birthdays and Christmases, but we're together every day to the point where I think he wants to get rid of me most of the time. But it's like, yeah, I was asleep. I was a cog in the wheel. And I was justifying, I was rationalizing. I didn't have my priorities right. And it took my son to wake me up. And it was just such a moving, touching, but also just such a sad moment for me as a mother. Like, my son shouldn't have to wish for me to be there. Oh my goodness. It's just, I gotta stop with that. Okay, enough. Let's go.
Like everything you have is a waste. And the problem and the reason you can never feel a hole in your life is because you were never awake.
Never awake.
You spend your life in a dream.
You see how he said that?
Cause you live your life in a coma, you never awake. But feel like you never got up and go to work and you feeling like you ain't got a purpose. And you trying to get motivated, but everything you do turns into a mess, like you ain't nothing but worthless. And yo, you look around, a lot of these other people you looking at, to you describe as perfect. So you point a finger at God and tell him to do his job and fix your life up, cause nothing is working. And you would try to hide it and make it seem like it's nothing, but really you feel like everything is crashing around you. And you developed a problem in trusting in other people, which later became an issue that would mentally pound you. You only get one life, but every time you look into yours, you feel like all you ever see are mistakes. And the problem and the reason you can never move forward in life is because you were never awake. Wake up. You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape.
Oh my goodness. Song. And I was just talking about this, how my family went from feeling like we had it all material-wise to really struggling because I had made a decision to stop doing what I was doing so I could be present. So this is like the other side of that. It's like struggling. Man, it can be hard to try to see a way out of the struggle, man. It just really can be. And I mean, he's saying, you point to God and say, do your job. But it's the same deal. It's like you're asleep. You're asleep. You're struggling. You're in despair, you can't see a way out, you're looking at everybody else that seems to have it all, or everybody else that seems to get things so easily, and hating on them. And really, hating on them is just a reflection of hating on our own lives, right? The struggle. And he keeps making this reference to, got this one life, and regardless of what your beliefs are, but I think we can all agree that this life that we're living, most of us, I think, we want to make the most of it, right? So that's how I'm gonna treat, like, we got this one life, we're living this one life, we're asleep. We need to wake up. Neat.
You spend your life in a dream that you can't escape.
And the dream is you can't escape.
You live your life in a coma, you never awake.
You wake up, you can escape. It's like before you know it, that imagery at the end with the older folks, it's as if to say, like, your life will pass you by in an instant if you don't wake up. And again, I mean, that's something I can, relate to, because I'm older now, and I don't know how or when I got so old. It's like, when did this happen? And I try not to think about like wasted time or because we can't rewrite history. We can't go back to the past. At least I can't. Can you? If you can, let me know. But in any event, I'm being stupid. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. Wow, what an emotional song, because he's saying, like, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. There's opportunity there. There's things there. There's a silver lining. There's something. There's hope. There's faith. There's love. There's family. There's something. You need to wake the fuck up. Do you hear the way he says that and the effects on his voice during the chorus? I wasn't sure if I liked that so much at first, but it's almost like it's putting a harshness on it. Like, what do I gotta do to get you to wake up? What do I gotta say to get you to wake up? So that emphasis, I really started to like it the more I listened to the song, because I feel like that emphasis is super intentional in terms of, like, it sounds this way as if to try to wake somebody from sleep. Oh my goodness, Nate. Enough. I don't know, for me, I feel like it's a continual process. Like, you gotta stay aware. You gotta stay awake, because you can fall back into that sleep, so to speak. You can fall back into those cycles. Wow. Whew. All right. We are officially on the unofficial journey, so there will be more. Thank y'all for tuning in and being here, hanging out with me a bit. So I'll see you in the next one.